Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? It is time for your reading. My name is Kelly, and I will be doing the read. And let's get into it and see what is going on with us today. Ingwz. Ingwz is a seed. Seed of potential growth. Something is gestating, Pisces. Something's about ready to grow into something magnificent. You hear that little bird out there? He's been driving me crazy. But you know, at least I wake up to fresh air and birds instead of smog and noise. But yeah, Ingwz, something is growing, something is gestating, gestation. What else? We have Runes in reverse. So Runes in reverse is talking about isolation. You know, it is Sunday. Could be spending time by yourself, going within. Just kind of like the advice of that is to, you know, to keep a balance. You know what I mean? You don't want to go too deep, and you know, but I do see, you know, you could be, you know, going within. Could feel like maybe somebody doesn't get you as well. You know, so often this can indicate, you know, not feeling like you fit in or something. You know, you want to just stick to yourself, find your own truth. What else? Ingwz. Huh? Wow. Well, you know, this kind of like reinforces it. You know, your inner work. You know, this is your inner work. This is, you know, this is going within. You're definitely going deep within, and it's all reflecting your inner work, because what you're doing here is you're protecting your seed. All right. I mean, I know you don't want to go. I mean, I like to go in deep, but you know, sometimes there's a line. You don't want to. You know what I mean? You don't want to stress yourself out. You just want to try to relax and this is something here that is big. You know, Ingwz represents like a seed that's gonna, you know, have great potential behind it. But when you have it twice, it's like bam. Maybe you've got a couple of projects going too, or I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll get more runes out and find out. I don't want to speak too soon. Gebo. So this is really good, you know. X marks the spot. This could indicate a contract or something. Doesn't have to be, but it's definitely talking about an equal give and take, you know. And like, you know, Pisces, back in the day when, you know, runes were a daily routine to read and do divinations with, you know, Gebo talks about, you know, like if somebody gives you a gift, you're supposed to give a gift back. That's the way Gebo works. So, you know, you need to be able to give to receive. And this can also talk about, you know, great appreciation, you know. But this could be teaming up with somebody else. This could be teaming up with someone. It could be a contract too. It could be Yeah. But just remember, you know, when you see Gebo, you know, the gift, you have to give to receive. What's going on with Pisces? Kenaz in reverse. So this is something you don't really see either, you know, because Kenaz talks about darkness. And see the seed right here? It's underground and it's in the dark. So, you know, this is yet to be, you know, born, yet to emerge. But it's there. And, you know, this reinforces it. You got it twice. This is the really promising looking rune right here. Oh, Pisces. Fehu. And I got a kind of messed up feeling behind that for some reason. You know, Pisces, have you been dealing with somebody or feel like? See, I'm looking at this right here. You feel like maybe somebody's been kind of like ganging up on you or something, or trying to do something to you. I wouldn't sweat it though, because you know what? What comes around goes around, that's for sure. What else? Isa. Isa is ice, something frozen, something still. This person could be still. Daylight. This is Digaz. This is daylight. It's also Pisces energy. Yeah, I don't know. You know, this doesn't really look to me on the outside as this doesn't look on the outside as bad, but I'm getting a really weird feeling off of it. Because this person is only interested in money. It looks to me like they're only interested in money. Something's frozen. Maybe they're not moving. But something is definitely going to come to light with this person. And it's also talking about a transformation. So something is changing in this person. What else? Arcana. Here, let's get this over here. Arcana. Arcana is an awesome rune, Pisces. Arcana is our new beginning, you know. Arcana talks about nurturing and caring. And, you know, it's kind of like mother. It's kind of got like mother energy. And what you're doing here is you're protecting and you're nurturing this ingwaz, this seed. So when it sprouts, it's going to be spectacular, and it's not going to be something little either. This is something that you're working towards. It's going to be very, very big, okay? And I feel some sort of weirdness over here. I feel some sort of weirdness from this other person over here. And I don't know why. I don't feel that way, you know. But I kind of do. I want to pull some. I want to pull a couple kippers. So what's going on with this person? Concern. Yeah, this person's in concern about something. They're in concern about their money. Huh. They could be in concern about this Isa. Something frozen. What else? Great fortune. Well, that's a really good card there, Pisces, and it's going right along here with Fehu about this person. You know, I feel this person kind of hides behind money. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see anything here except that they're concerned about something, and it has to do with money. What else? Main female. Now, this doesn't have to be a female, Pisces, but it could be. This could be a main female here. I'm really curious. Look at this. Got a false person. So this is a false person. Why I felt so weird about that. This is a false person. Could have to do with a house. I see a house there too. This is a false person. Let's get some more cards. I knew I didn't feel right about when I touched these runes. I can't explain it. Just can't explain it. Let's get some cards here. Some more cards. What's going on with this person? The birds. The birds. So this could be gossip. This person could be experiencing, there could be gossip going around this person. See, look at, there's daylight shining on him here. There could be gossip around this person. This person could be, you know, this is nervous energy as well. This could be, yeah, this could be, they could be nervous. Kind of weird. Get the fish. Dang, this guy, whoever this person is, they keep getting all these money cards. Look at, you got Fehu here, they got the Great Fortune here, but it's a false person. Okay, so this person here may have had a lot of money for a long time. They might have done something. This might have been ongoing for a while. I don't know. I just kind of feel like that. The garden. The garden's talking about something out in the public. So something is, yeah, like I said, wow. Like I said, Pisces, well, I'm going to pull a couple more. This person here, although they've been stable for quite some time, this light is catching up to them. Something is catching up to them. This is This is something is transforming, and it's going to be publicly. What else is going on with this person, this false person? Wow, imprisonment. Yeah, this person ain't going to somewhere good. This could be spiritual imprisonment. It could be actual imprisonment. You know, this person's all about money, you know. Money, money, money. Maybe they're a thief. But whatever this person, this false person has done, it's led them to this. And look at this, an official person. That could be a judge. That could be a judge, man. Yeah. And look at this. I just pulled this card out here. I had these in the rats. This person is you know, the rats are eroding them away. Yeah, this is really nervous. This person's really nervous. It's kind of weird. I don't know, man. What comes around goes around. Take what resonates and leave the rest, Pisces. But yeah, you know, on the outside, this person doesn't look bad at all. They don't. But you know, when I see this false person, it paints a total different picture. This person, this person may have their assets being frozen for something that they did. You know. Yeah, I don't know. What comes around goes around. You know, I don't know if you've been feeling, you know, that kind of pressure of somebody kind of trying to mess with you. You know, liars, people that are liars, people that are thieves, you know, thieves and liars. I don't like thieves and liars. Oh, that's pretty heavy. I was going to say I feel sorry for that person, but I really don't. I really don't. What's going on with us? Well, you got the birds. Yeah. Nervous energy. Nervous energy. You know, we could be nervous, having nervous energy. This is for us here. Yeah. For sure. It could be also like, you know, the birds is talking about chatter. Like I was telling you, you hear the birds outside, they're chirping. This could not only be nervous energy for us, but it could be chatter, like, you know, phone calls or messages or text messages. And you got the letter. Wow. So yeah, I think something's going to be coming in. Some sort of news is coming into you, Pisces. See, like I said, something here is coming to light. And we're going to get some sort of news. And you have the man. So you're getting some kind of news about a man. It's either from a man or about a man. Mm-hmm. And if you're a man, this could signify you. That's pretty interesting. Let's see what it says here. Bottom of the deck, you got the sun. Wow, and the moon. Dang. You got the sun and the moon. This is really, really good here, Pisces. This is, you know, this sunlight will bleach out any anxiety that you have, because you're going to get some sort of news here with this letter, and it's going to make you really happy. All right? This is really a really highly positive, visible outcome that you're going to be able to see finally. Yeah. And whatever it is here that you've been gestating, this Ingwz here, it's about ready to come out visible and see the sun. Yeah. And the moon is talking about your reflective light. Yeah. You know, this is some sort of glow. You could be having a glow up. Uh-huh. So yeah, this is some sort of a breakthrough with this letter. It really is. And you know, this is your public standing, you know, really good public standing, Pisces. It looks really, honestly, very, very promising. Let's pull out one of these cards here, too. Dang. Yeah, I don't know what this person did, but man, whatever their false actions were, it's going to lead them to this. And this, like I said, it doesn't have to be actual prison. It could be, but it could be, you know, it could be spiritual prison, or it could be both. Usually, those things go hand in hand. Have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. So have faith in your dreams, Pisces. Let's get one more. Communication is the key. All right? So, you know, communication is the key. And I like the way that it says that here because, you know, it's new moon in Gemini. You see what it says, new moon in Gemini there? And I'm looking over here at Gebo. That's Gemini energy. And, you know, I see the birds. I see the birds over here. Communication. Right. It's going to pull you out of this isolation, I feel. Well, there you have it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Right, Pisces? Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.